Okay. All right. Welcome. We're going to start seated in a comfortable position. Grab any pillows or blankets that you want, and we'll just start seated comfortably, closing down the eyes, bringing the hands together in front of the heart, and breathing slowly in and out through the nose. Becoming present on our mat in this space and creating a sacred container for us to practice in. With the eyes still closed and hands in prayer, we'll rub the palms together, creating friction. Noticing the energy that this is creating, the heat that this is creating. And letting the palms come back to prayer, pressing them together, thumbs pressing into the heart space. And when you're ready, fluttering the eyes open, bringing the hands to the knees. And we'll start making circles over the hips, our Sufi grind. Inhaling as you come forward, exhaling as you come back. Anything that we're doing seated, you can keep your eyes closed if you'd like, and focus the gaze up to the third eye space. Moving with your breath here, letting the body flow effortlessly in these circles. Starting to make the circles bigger, maybe moving faster if the breath allows. Rooting down through the sit bones. And slowly starting to reel your circles back in to come and sit with a tall spine. Reaching up through the crown of the head. Inhaling, pulling up on the pelvic floor, belly button in and up. Tucking the chin back slightly, holding the breath here. And exhaling slowly through the nose. And letting the palms face up. Breathing in this space for a moment. And bringing the palms back down to rest on the knees. We're going to circle in the opposite direction. Inhaling as you come forward, exhaling as you round back. You can close the eyes here, focus the gaze up to the third eye. Starting small and slow, and then letting this movement grow bigger and faster. Directing the breath down into the sit bones. moving effortlessly, flowing with the breath. Starting to make our circles bigger and faster, moving with the breath. And when you're ready, reeling it back in to come to center, sitting with a tall, straight spine here. Inhaling, pulling up on the pelvic floor. Belly button comes in and up. Tucking the chin slightly, holding the breath here. And exhaling slowly, letting the palms face up on the knees. Inhaling deeply. Exhaling completely. Leaning back slightly and switching the cross of the legs. We'll start with spinal flex here. Inhaling to open the heart forward. Exhaling to round back. Using the breath to open the heart, pulling it forward and back, rocking back and forth on the sit bones. Letting the breath drive the movement. And again, you can keep the eyes closed here. Focusing up at the third eye point. Deepening the breath to move faster, making this movement bigger. Perfect. That's better. Oh. There we go. Continuing with the spinal flex. Feeling the spine becoming warm through the back body. Focusing the gaze up at that third eye point. Little bit more here. Breathing deeper, moving faster. And coming to center, inhaling through the nose, pulling up on the pelvic floor, belly button in and up, tucking the chin slightly. Holding the breath here, suspended in the body, feeling the breath swirling around. And letting the palms face up on the knees, exhaling slowly. Breathing in, beginning to feel this energy in the body awakening. We're going to pause here, bringing the index finger and the thumb together in Gyan Mudra, connecting yourself with all life around you. And we're going to do a 4-part breath to energize us for this beginning of the practice. So you're going to inhale sharply 4 times through the nose, and then exhale with force 4 times through the nose. So it's going to be like this. So we're just going to continue 4-part inhale, 4-part exhale, closing the eyes, looking up to that third eye space, and really feeling the belly pumping here. Keeping with this rhythm, finding your own pace, continuing with the breath. Couple more rounds here. Powerful through your breath. And then inhaling deeply through the nose, pulling that energy up from the base of the spine to the crown of the head. Holding the breath here, feeling the connection between the thumb and the pointer finger. Holding for a moment. And exhaling slowly. Inhaling deeply through the nose. Exhaling completely. We'll bring our arms up, keeping our mudra, pointer finger and thumb pressing together. We'll bring our arms up into this cactus shape. Really feeling the heart opening, collarbone spreading wide, strong through the arms. And we're going to twist. So when we come to the left, we're going to inhale. And when we twist to the right, we're going to exhale. So keep this breath forceful. Inhaling to the left, exhaling to the right. As to not get dizzy. Close the eyes, looking up to that third eye space. And moving as fast as you're comfortable with. The deeper you breathe here, the deeper your twist will become. Really opening up the spine. Staying with your breath, staying with the movement, breathing deeper if the arms are getting tired. Coming to center, keeping those arms up. Inhaling deeply, pulling the energy up from the base of the spine to the crown of the head. Holding the breath here. And letting the hands come down to the knees, exhaling slowly. Take a moment to inhale and exhale. We'll bring our left hand to our heart space, right hand to rest on the left. And we're going to inhale through the nose and then exhale through the mouth, letting out a sound to feel the vibration in the heart. So inhale together. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhale. One more. Inhale deeply. Exhale, let it all go. Be here for a moment, feeling the heart beating. And letting the hands come back down to our knees. We're gonna do our so what move. Inhaling, squeezing the shoulders up to the ears. Exhaling, letting it all drop down. So forcefully breathing in deep and exhaling, letting everything go. As you let go, really just letting the body release, shaking and bouncing here. It does not matter what this looks like. It matters how it feels in the body. Completely releasing any tension in the neck, the shoulders, the upper back, the arms. Let it go. Couple more here. The body should be getting warm now. We'll inhale, lifting the shoulders up, holding the breath. Squeezing out any of that shit that you do not need. And exhale, letting the shoulders drop down, palms come up. Feeling into this new open space. Rolling the shoulders a couple of times, rolling out the neck. And we'll take our right leg out straight. Left foot rests on the inside of the right leg. We'll inhale the arms up, twisting to the right. Exhaling to fold over that right leg. Pausing for a moment to feel into the right side. And then coming up slightly, grabbing onto the right big toe with the right peace fingers, pressing the thumb into the big toenail, helping to activate our pineal and pituitary glands. And we'll inhale the left arm open and back, and exhale to fold. Inhale to open, exhale to fold. Moving with your own breath, really reaching out through those left fingertips, taking up space, moving in a way that feels good in your body, and pausing anywhere that you might need a little extra love. We'll do a couple more here on this side. And then meet folded over that right leg. Reaching through the crown of the head, reaching through the heart towards the foot. We'll inhale here and hold the breath. Pulling up from the base of the spine to the crown of the head. And slowly come up to seated as you exhale, letting the palms face up, resting on the legs. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. We'll switch out the legs, extending the left leg, taking the right foot in. Inhaling the arms up, twisting to that left leg, exhaling to fold. Noticing any difference from the right side to the left. Being gentle with yourself if you're not as flexible on one side as the other. Then we'll come up slightly, grabbing the left big toe with the left peace fingers, pressing the thumb into the big toenail. And we'll inhale to reach up and back with the right arm. Exhale to fold. Inhale to open, reaching. Exhale to fold. Moving with your breath. Reaching through the fingertips, taking up space, waking up the body. Flow with your breath here. Keep pressing into that big toenail. We'll do a few more on this side. And then we'll meet folded over the left leg, reaching through the heart and the crown of the head. Inhaling, pulling the energy up from the base of the spine to the crown. Holding our breath here. And on an exhale, walking the hands up, letting the palms face up on the legs. Inhale deeply. And exhale completely. We'll bring our left leg back in to sit cross-legged here. And we're going to move from side to side. So bringing our right arm down, left arm comes up over the side of the head. We're going to inhale as we come to the side. And then exhale as we cut through the air in front of us to come to the other side. Inhaling up, exhaling, reaching out in front of us to make it over to the other side. Inhaling up and exhaling down, directing that breath through the side body down into the sit bones. And if it feels okay to move a little faster here, go ahead. We'll go side to side a few more times. Really reaching through those fingertips and rooting down through the sit bones. One more time on each side. And we'll meet at center. Both arms reaching up, bringing the hands to prayer, pressing the palms together. Inhaling, lifting the pelvic floor, belly button in and up, tucking the chin, holding this inhale, pressing our palms together. And exhaling to slowly let the hands come down, clearing your energetic space, clearing the aura. Being here in this cleansed space for a moment. Feeling the energy that you have just cultivated in the body. Taking a moment to honor that. And we're going to switch it up a little bit. So instead of having your mat facing me like the straight way, like this, have it facing the long way. Let me switch these legs. There we go, that's brighter. All right, so we're gonna move through moon salutations. This past weekend was a full moon, and myself, along with a lot of other people, are still really feeling the energy from this full moon. So we're gonna work through this. We're gonna do one set without adding anything on, and then we will add on to it. So feel free in any of the poses to bring any movement in there. If you want to flow, feeling into the music, go ahead. And we'll start at the right side of our mat. I want you to be able to see me. That's a little better. All right, perfect. So we'll start at the right side of the mat, feet together, inhaling the arms up, clasping the hands. We're gonna let our pointer fingers point straight up to the ceiling. Reaching up and exhaling to lean to the left, opening that right side of the body. Inhaling to come back up. We'll step the left foot out to sit into goddess pose. Feeling strong in our goddess. And then extending through the arms and legs to come to star. We'll make the right foot parallel to that side of the mat. Left toes pointing straight. Reaching through the left hand. And then lowering down to come to triangle. In triangle, pulling the left hip back, pushing the right hip forward. And then feeling the heart spiraling open to the ceiling. Letting our right hand come down. Both hands framing that left foot, still pulling the left hip back, pushing the right hip forward. Inhaling to lengthen, exhaling to fold over that left leg. Shaking out the head, letting go of any tension in the neck. Inhaling to lift halfway, bending into the left leg, coming onto the right toes, opening the heart. And then walking our hands on the inside of the left leg to come into Skandasana. So right leg is straight, toes pointing straight up, Trying to get that left heel to touch the mat. And if you need your hands down on the mat for balance, that's fine. If not, you can bring them into prayer, lifting the heart to meet the hands, feeling the opening through the inner leg. And then letting the hands come down, keeping the left foot where it is, stepping the right foot in, sitting into yogi squat malasana, using the elbows to push the knees open, lifting the heart to meet the hands. And then releasing our hands back down. We'll keep the right foot where it is and take the left foot out. Toes pointing straight up, Skandasana on the other side. Keeping the hands down if you need balance, or bringing the hands to prayer in front of the heart. And then walking the hands over the right leg to frame that right foot. Opening the heart. And then stepping the left foot in a couple of inches, grounding the heel to come to pyramid pose. Here, pulling that right hip back, pushing the left hip forward, and using our breath to come into the pose, inhaling to lengthen, exhaling to fold. Shaking out the head, releasing any tension. Inhaling to lift slightly. Taking our right hand to the right shin and opening to triangle. Still pulling that right hip back, pushing the left forward. Looking up at our left hand. And inhaling to come up into star pose, toes pointing out, reaching through the arms. And sitting into our goddess. Inhaling to come up, right foot meets the left. So now we're on the opposite side of the mat, clasping the hands, reaching, pointing up to the ceiling with the pointer fingers. And exhaling to lean to the right. Opening that left side body. Inhaling back up. Stepping the right foot out, coming to our goddess pose. Extending through the arms and legs to come to star. And then making the left foot parallel with that side of the mat. Reaching through the right fingertips, coming into our triangle. Pulling the right hip back, pushing the left forward. Spiraling the heart open. And letting the left hand come down to frame that right foot in pyramid pose. Using the breath to allow us to fold deeper over the right leg. And then planting the hands, bending into the right knee, coming onto the left toes, opening the heart. And then walking the hands on the inside of the right leg, coming back to our Skandasana, hands to prayer. Letting the hands come down, stepping that left foot in, coming to Malasana. Lifting the heart to meet the hands. Hands coming back down, stepping the right foot out. Hands come back to prayer. And then walking the hands over to frame that left leg, opening the heart. And then stepping the right foot in a couple of inches to ground the heel, coming back to our pyramid pose. Pushing the right hip forward, pulling the left hip back, and folding over the left leg. Inhaling to lift halfway, bringing our left hand onto the left shin, opening to triangle, still keeping our hips squared, looking up. Inhaling to come to star. Exhaling, sitting to goddess. Inhaling to come up, stepping the left foot to meet the right. And hands come down through prayer. So that is one set of moon salutations. If you want to grab a little sip of water or anything, we're going to move through that again and add some fun onto it. When you're ready, meeting at the right side of your mat. Inhaling the arms up, clasping the hands, reaching up to the ceiling, and exhaling over to the left. Bending a little bit deeper on your second round. Inhaling back up. And we're going to circle the hands to the left. Just like you're drawing a big circle on your ceiling. Really opening the entire body. If you're feeling a little bit off balance doing this, you can take your legs a little bit wider to give you more stability. Coming back to center, reaching up and leaning to the left. Back to center, stepping the left foot out, sitting into our goddess. And we're just gonna shift the weight from side to side here. You can move the arms to playing with it, coming up, dropping lower. Whatever feels good, whatever movement your body's asking for. And then straightening through the arms and the legs, coming to star. And folding forward with a flat back. And again, here moving however the body is calling for. Moving the hips side to side, shoulders side to side. Just swaying here in your wide leg forward fold. And inhaling to come back up. Making the right foot parallel to that side of the mat. Left toes pointing out, reaching the left fingertips. And then letting the left hand come down to the shin. Setting up in our triangle. And we'll take our right arm forward, opening the side body. And back. Forward. And back. If you want to make circles here with the arm. Reversing the direction. And then letting that right hand come down, taking both hands to frame the left foot. And we're gonna rock back and forth on the feet. So coming onto the right tippy toes, shifting the weight forward. And then shifting the weight back, letting that left foot toes pop up off the mat. Shifting back and forward, feeling into the different sensation that creates in the body. Coming to stillness. And then bending into that left leg, opening the heart. And letting the right knee drop down. Inhaling the arms up. Letting the hips sink forward and down. And then clasping the hands and letting them come right at the base of the skull. And then leaning the head back into the hands, opening the heart for a back bend here. Coming back up, reaching up, and then framing the foot. Coming off that right knee and then walking the hands on the inside of the left leg for Skandasana. Pausing here. Bringing the hands down, stepping that right foot in for Malasana. Hands coming to prayer. Then we'll start shifting our weight from side to side. Maybe rolling the neck out. And then letting that right hand come about a foot in front of the right foot. Opening the left arm up. And coming back to center. Left hand comes down in front of the left foot, right arm open. And coming back to center. Bringing our hands down, we'll step that left foot out. Sitting into Skandasana. Walking our hands around to frame the right leg. Opening the heart. Planting the hands and stepping that left foot in a couple of inches to fold into our pyramid. Inhaling to lift, bringing the right hand to the right shin, opening to triangle. And coming up to our star. Sitting down into goddess. And then stepping the right foot to meet the left. Reaching up to the ceiling. Leaning over to the right. Inhaling back up. And then we're going to draw a circle on the ceiling, this time to the right. Opening up the entire body here. Making your circles bigger and bigger. Coming to center, reaching up and leaning to the right. Make this your deepest side bend. This is the last one. Inhaling up. Exhaling to step to our goddess. And feeling into the connection with the feet on the mat. Feeling strong through your roots and then moving however your body is calling for you. And then straightening through the arms and legs. Folding forward with our flat back. And moving in our forward fold. Side to side, moving the shoulders. letting the head hang. And inhaling to come back up. Having that left foot parallel with the left side of the mat, right toes pointing straight out. Reaching through the right fingertips, coming to triangle. And taking that left arm up and over and back. Up and over and back. And then taking the arm for some big circles if that feels good in the shoulder. And switching directions. Taking the left hand down, framing that right foot in our pyramid. And rocking the weight back and forth, coming onto the back toes. Coming back, letting the right foot peel up off the mat. Opening here. Coming to stillness. And then bending into the right leg, opening the heart. And letting the left knee come down. Inhaling the arms up. Letting the hips sink down and forward. Bringing the hands to clasp right at the base of the skull. And then looking up, opening the heart in our back bend. Inhaling to come back up, reaching up. Hands coming back down to frame that right foot, coming off the left knee and walking the hands on the inside of the right leg, sitting back into our skandasana. Letting the hands come down, stepping the left foot in to come to malasana. And moving here, swing side to side. Sinking those hips low, lifting the heart high. And we'll take our right arm out, opening the left, looking up. Coming back through prayer. And taking the left arm out, opening. Back to center. Hands coming down, stepping the right foot out. Hands to prayer for a moment. Walking the hands to frame that left leg, opening the heart. And stepping the right foot in a couple of inches to come to our pyramid. Folding over that left leg. Inhaling to come up slightly, placing the left hand on the left shin, opening to triangle. Inhaling, coming up to star. Exhaling, sitting into goddess. And inhaling to step the left foot to meet the right. Hands coming down through prayer. Honoring our standing practice. Great job. And we'll make our way back down onto the mat. Lowering down onto the mat slowly. Hands coming down by the sides. You can walk the feet out about mat's distance apart and windshield wiper the knees here, releasing the lower back. Coming back to center, hugging both knees into the chest, rocking side to side to massage the lower back. Coming to stillness, knees still tucked in here, opening the arms wide. Then we'll let both knees fall over to the left side. You can scoot your hips over to the right so you're in one line here. And then looking over to the right hand. Breathing deep into your belly. Inhaling to come back to center, hugging the knees in, releasing the arms wide and letting the knees fall over to the right. You can scoot your butt over to the left so you're in one line, and then looking over to that left hand. Letting the eyes close down and breathing deep into your belly. Inhaling back to center. Hugging the knees into the chest, letting the shoulders and head come up off the mat, giving yourself the biggest hug. And then releasing the arms and legs down on the mat. If you have any extra layers or a blanket or anything that you'd like to put on, you can do that. And we're going to set up for a final meditation in our resting pose here. Letting the eyes close, legs out in front of you, arms down by the sides and palms facing up. Noticing the breath coming in and out through the nose. Noticing that breath, how it feels as it enters the nose and travels down into your lungs. Feeling the heart space expand and contract. Feeling the belly rise and fall with every breath. As you relax more, melting into your mat, feeling the forehead soften, the jaw soften, the heart space open, falling back onto the mat. Feeling your body being held here by the mat, the earth underneath your floor. Belly softens. Not holding up the legs in any way, just letting them fall out to the sides. And closing down the eyes, closing down the mind, and coming into stillness. Taking these final moments to completely melt into your mat, resetting our mind, body, and soul, relaxing the nervous system. Beginning to deepen your breath, inhaling completely through the nose, heart space and belly expanding fully, and exhaling completely. Bringing gentle movement back into the body, rolling the wrists and ankles, shaking the head from side to side, bringing the arms up overhead and stretching like you just woke up. And slowly, in your own time, making your way up to a comfortable seated position. We'll meet here with the hands in prayer in front of the heart, Closing the eyes and bowing to yourself. Thanking yourself for showing up on your mat, moving the body with the breath, connecting the mind, body, and soul. Thank you all so much for practicing with me. Love to all, blessings to all, life to all. Thank you. Stop.